This is the interrogation of Andre Curtis Wilkins. He is accused in taking the life of Markel Davis on November the 18th, 2015 in Northern Virginia. Two other men were shot but survived the wounds. The police at the time believed the crime was gang-related, and they start this interrogation by asking Andre to reaffirm what he told them prior to this interview. Andre seems to be quite pensive, quite nervous. Please keep in mind, at the time, he was 21 years old. Now, if you do find it hard to hear, if it's not so clear, then just hit the gear icon on YouTube and you can select whichever captions you prefer. If you do end up liking this video, please subscribe. I will be coming in periodically to give you my thoughts. Now, let's see how this goes.
Tell me what happened. I got pushed from behind. And next thing I'm just trying to run out. He pulled the gun out and started shooting.
Pull the gun out.
I don't know when I got shot. I don't know when I got shot.
Okay.
And then everybody saying that the guy, you know what I'm saying? Everybody saying it's me.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody saying I shot this dude. I shot this dude. I killed this dude. But you wasn't even there. You don't know what happened.
Mm-hmm.
How you gonna say I did? And you know what I'm saying? Like, if I had a gun, I wouldn't have even got shot. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have even got shot. I ran for help and go straight to the hospital.
And where'd you run to?
I went to the front house, knocked on the door. I got shot.
That ain't clear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Help me out.
Okay.
I got shot.
Alright, and then what happened?
She rushed me to the hospital.
Which one did you go to?
This one right here.
Mount Vernon. Okay. And what happened when you was there?
They helped me out.
So, I talked to you at Fairfax. How'd you get to Fairfax?
When I got inside Mount Vernon, all I know is in a wheelchair. And I think I passed out like 3 or 4 times. I don't remember. But then I thought I was, you know what I'm saying? Once the doctor told me I was fine, you know what I'm saying? I don't know nothing about no main artery. They said I could have died.
Yeah. You look very lucky. Very lucky. So,
I go to Mount Vernon.
mm-hmm.
I don't remember them taking all my clothes. All the next thing I know, I'm in the hospital bed with just my boxes on.
Right.
And I think I had plugs hooked up to me, right?
Yeah, I think you had them little sticky things on. They put those on everybody, so they can measure your heart rate and stuff.
And then I heard them say, take him to Fairfax. Let's take him to Fairfax. And people tell me that Mount Vernon, they don't really do gunshot wounds or something. I don't know.
No, they're not really that kind of hospital. That's what Fairfax is for.
I guess that's why they took me to Fairfax.
Okay.
And, I'm just in the back of the thing. I'm just asleep the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't remember going inside Fairfax Hospital.
Okay.
I don't remember even going inside. Like I know I was in the back of the truck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was in a different room, a hospital room.
You remember talking to a police officer between Mount Vernon and Fairfax? He was asking you what had happened. Okay. And you told him 2 different things. You said, "Hey, I was out in the cut. Some dude rolled up on me with a ski mask. Said, give me your money.
Hell no.
Or put your hands up."
No.
And the dude started shooting and you ran.
Fuck no.
And then he said you told him, I was inside tussling around with a light-skinned dude. I assume you're talking about Markwell.
Fuck no.
And then you ended up getting shot.
Hell no.
And then when I talked to you, you told me that ski mask still about being outside, which,
I wasn't-
to be honest, I didn't believe it. I thought it was bullshit, but,
Hell no.
I was willing to hear what you had to say.
Hell no.
Okay, so far the police ask him, okay, what happened? And he claims he just randomly got shot. What's interesting here is that he went to Mount Vernon Hospital, and if you can see the map, The bottom right, that's where the hospital is in Alexandria. Top left is where Fairfax is. Now, I don't know if he was at the Fairfax hospital, but I'll just assume that's the case. Either way, that's a 40-minute drive, sometimes 50 minutes with traffic. It is a hike. Therefore, to be asked, well, if you're in Alexandria, but then claim to be in Fairfax, it's actually a legitimate question because they're not close. Now, the police are going to be a little bit more aggressive by saying, well, we don't believe your story, so tell us the truth. Listen in.
So so you come down the stairs and you say somebody's already there. You talking about somebody's in the stairwell?
Yeah, like right in front of the door.
Well, tell me about that cat.
I can't really tell you too much. I just walk right past him.
Bigger than you, smaller than you.
I really don't know. I wasn't paying attention to him. I don't want to get the lines.
White dude, black dude, Spanish dude?
I don't want to lie to him.
Well, I don't want you to either. I mean, the truth is the only thing that's important. You know what I mean? And everybody's got a version of what happened. So, you know, I want to make sure I get yours.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit, it's crazy. It's crazy. I heard so many stories, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why I want to talk to you.
I don't know if the guy was trying to kill me. I don't know if the guy was trying to kill me, kill Marquell, kill the other, or anybody in the house.
Okay.
It could have been for anybody.
Okay.
Well, who house was y'all going into?
Yeah, exactly.
Marquell house.
Is that McQuell's house?
Yeah.
And you say y'all walked into the joint, you got pushed in. Well, what was the stack? How did y'all go through the door? Did Marquell go first and you went? And then dude just showed up behind you and pushed?
Jumped down the stairs, yeah.
He jumped?
Yeah, jumped down the stairs like, ran or something.
So what happened when he jumped down the stairs?
Pushed us inside the house, and that's when I guess I got, you know what I'm saying, he got the shooting.
So Marquell's already in the house.
And then I run out, like, you know what I'm saying, I run out. I felt somebody, you know what I'm saying, like, I was just running, you know what I'm saying, the guy, he could have killed me. He could, you know what I'm saying, I don't know what happened after that. I just know I'm running, I'm still hearing gunshots. You know what
I'm saying? Well, the bottom line is somebody died about this.
Yeah.
And it's left for us to find the true answers.
And then people coming at me, you know what I'm saying?
Why they coming at you?
They be like, you better be careful, you know what I'm saying? People saying that you did it.
Well, how's it get to the point that they're saying you did it?
I have no idea.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I understand the streets. I know how things go.
And then let me see another story. Just the other day, I was walking with somebody. He said, "Look at this, Dre." He said, he got a text message that said, "I think Dre was around here this morning. I heard 3 gunshots. And then I seen a black and white car leave." I'm looking at him like, you see this? I'm with you. I'm with you right now. And they telling me, you know what I'm saying? This shit crazy.
Well, I like that.
Come on, how you gonna hear 3 gunshots and say I'm around?
I never got an info like that. Or I would have been jumping all over.
Come on, man.
We've been beating the streets, looking.
You talking about? I never even knew this. I never even met this guy's mom. You know what I'm saying? Marquell's mom. And they talking about she sold me some fake dope. Well, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Some fake dope. I don't know nothing about it though.
You know what happens when the streets don't have info? People just start trying to push it together on their own, right?
Somebody knows. Somebody probably knows something about it though.
Well, you know I just want to tell you. Look right here. I'm gonna tell you straight up. The word on the street didn't put you in that seat. The investigation put you in that seat.
What seat?
The seat you sitting in right now. Okay. So like the shit I hear on the street, that's all that is. That's just chatter. You know what I mean? I sift through that shit and see if there's anything there. But what got you papered up and sitting in that seat is the investigation. Well, the stuff that comes out in the investigation. Mm-hmm. All right. You drove your girlfriend's car down there, right? Mm-hmm. Joe Cool. I'm probably fucking that up, right? Is Joe Cool, Greg? Is she your girlfriend?
Yeah.
She your girlfriend or just a friend?
She's like a girlfriend. Okay. Just started talking.
Right. So she lets you use her car, her camera.
Yeah, she never.
Yeah. Okay. So you know we found it down there.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
And obviously you know that in October the police gave you a ticket driving that car. Mm-hmm. So, you know, I know all that shit too. You know what I'm saying? So that car's down there. Guess what car don't get moved after the shooting? That car.
Yeah, that car.
Right.
So
everybody else goes to work and shit. That car's just sitting there going, look at me. I'm sitting here at this, where this fucking crime happened and shit. So people start checking into it. Lo and behold, that car comes back to your girl. You and your girl are both affiliated with that car, so people start going, well, shit, dude had a gunshot wound. This fucking car's here. What the fuck's going on?
So the police knew I was driving that car, or somebody else knew I was driving that car?
No, we knew. You didn't read my search warrant?
Mm-mm.
Because your girl picked it up on Friday. My partner here did the search warrant. Your girl picked it up. And then I know where she went to pick it up. And I know where she went after she picked it up, too.
Yeah.
She went down to Potomac Avenue, where your dad and mom live, Bellevue. Where some dude just happened to be hobbling around on some crutches and shit. Guess who was having problems getting around on Friday? You. Guess what else we found down there? We found a big sack of dreads that probably took you 3 fucking years to grow. And you sit here clean shaven, practically short crop hair.
And that is key. The police just said they found his dreadlocks. This is what Andre looked like leading up to the events. The police are claiming, well, he cut his hair so he can change his look, so he can look unrecognizable. Now this part in the video is him explaining what happened, how other people on the street have been talking about him. Have a look at his body language. It's quite animated, his arms are wide open, he's trying to plead his innocence, everyone is against me. But then this is when reality hits home, as the police are saying, the streets didn't get you here, and the investigation got you here. And now in his head, he realizes they have evidence, they probably have video footage, maybe they've gone to the car, maybe they have a fingerprint, maybe they know I look different, but you see how he's a lot less animated, and now he's more concerned, hence why he's scratching his hands for comfort.
So, you see why, like, things, that's just tip of the iceberg. Like, it's looking for you like you got some explaining to do. A lot more explaining than just, me and Mark Webb was chilling, I don't know why, we just was, and some unknown dude, don't even know if he was white, black, or fucking Asian, Spanish, jumped on me from the landing, pushed me in there, and started blasting caps, and I miraculously got out. Well, nobody else did.
That's a good thing I did.
But you see, you know how fucked up that sounds? You understand what I'm saying?
We just trying to make things make sense of everything.
You the only cat that got out,
you know what I mean?
So it never makes sense.
You make sense, but there's a whole lot of voids. Some voids we can understand. We deal with this every day. Been doing this 20 years. He's been doing it more than 20 years. So we get it. But when you leave these voids out, it leads people to wonder. He's giving you little tidbits to help you understand that we know a little bit more than what we know. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, we all a part of this game. You know what I'm saying? Look, you're in the streets, you always talk like, oh, I'm part of the game, I'm this game, I'm that game. Well, guess what? There's parts of the game that nobody ever considers. We're a part of that game. Okay? Only difference about the game that for us is that where you play against a game in the street where people don't know, they don't know, we methodically put things together. We methodically figure things out. We scientifically make things what they are. Not because it's fake or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We make them what they are because that's what they are. So, when it's all said and done, we lay it all out for everybody else to digest because it's not up to us. We have no opinion of you, bro. Straight up. Okay?
Facts.
They're just facts.
So y'all don't got nothing made up in your mind. Y'all don't think I did it either.
The bottom line is that
everybody
get this. All right, we don't draw opinions by.
I don't know who was there.
We don't draw opinions by what the street says. Get that. All right. So you telling the story about your boy in the text, that's entertaining, and we understand how that shit goes down.
I'm not going by that.
But that's not what we go by.
It's like the whole world.
So do get that there's a reason how you've come to be where you are, and that's what Detective Henson is trying to explain to you.
Then everybody was okay. Good thing I would have died.
Yeah, it would have been another mystery.
Investigation, bro.
Right. It would be something else that we'd be looking into. Because hey, everything's fair when it comes to us. Plain and simple. Yeah. We have no recourse but to follow the facts. With that being said, do understand that the things that you say, if aren't factual, will not check out. Get what I'm saying? The way you got in, the way you got out. There are things that are methodically going to be done. All the cases are going to be collected. Okay? There are people who survived. Okay? So there are a whole lot of aspects, including you, but there's a whole lot of aspects that will be weighed against each other. And facts run along the same line every time you lay a fact next to a fact. They turn almost like an effing compass. You lay a compass down, it's going to turn true north. All right, but you give me a broke, to KB store, store compass that ain't really truthful, but it sure does look like a compass. And I sat it down.
That's why I don't want to lie to you. I don't want to say
and neither do I. Neither do I, because things that are fabricated can come back to hurt you, even if you really don't mean it to be anything that's going to hurt you.
Fake ass story worse than just a straight up. I don't know, because you know what a fake ass story tells us.
Even one little lie, probably. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I said I don't want to lie.
A fake ass story means you are lying. Straight up. Like I told you, there's two sides to everything.
I'm not lying.
There's two sides to everything.
So tell me this. The shots sprang out. What happened? Do you put hands on dude? You touch the gun? What happens? Go back. I know you say you don't remember, but go back.
I really don't. You know what I'm saying? Everything happened so fast, like I said.
Let's back up even further. All right. When did you get in the neighborhood?
I've been in the neighborhood.
When? Because you wasn't there forever. When did you get in the neighborhood?
I don't know.
Was it daylight?
Yeah.
Dark?
That day, the day before?
Now, you'll notice the police have asked him a couple of times, when did you get into the area? This suggests that he doesn't live in the area this took place. Well, it turns out he actually lives in Waldorf, Maryland. And if you look at the map, from where he lives to where these events took place, the border of Maryland and Virginia is between 30 to 50 minutes drive. I know it says 34 minutes at the top there. It's never 34 minutes. Now, some of you may look at this map and think, well, he may have been going to the MGM casino, which is about 10-15 minutes away from High Bluff Valley, and that would be a normal fun time for those in Maryland to go to Virginia and do, like, if you go to a bar or a club or whatever. Just keep in mind that when this event took place, that casino was not there.
Like going on dark, daylight, going on dark.
So about dusk.
Okay,
You
that's
roll
fine.
up there. You drive your girl's car there?
Yeah.
Who's in the car with you?
I had a couple people in the car.
Okay, you know that ain't gonna fly. You gotta tell me who was with you, because I gotta check all that shit out.
Well, all the day, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
I don't remember.
So, come on.
I don't
You
remember.
got to know who you
I
rolling
don't
around
remember. I
with.
was drunk and high that day. I was, you know what I'm saying? I forget.
Was you rolling with Jameson like the other time in the car? Was you rolling with one of your other boys?
Jameson wasn't even around.
You rolling with Christian? You rolling with, you want me to throw out everybody's name? You gotta know who you hanging with. Especially on a day that you get shot, because you can't even go, well, shit, man, it's been a month or whatever.
No.
I'm not sure, but I guarantee you remember every fucking piece of that day
I'm telling you, I don't. I swear
after
to
them
God.
rounds,
I
because
swear to
everything
God, I
gets
swear to God,
locked
I don't.
into that brain.
I swear to God, I don't.
Well, don't do that.
Not everything, you know what I'm saying? Like, I told you, like, even being in the hospital, I don't remember everything.
Okay. So you were two dudes before when you go up to Channel E in Audubon, right?
I mean,
So what was y'all doing? You was riding around in the car, which I don't give a fuck if you're driving that car if you ain't got no license. That don't make a bit of difference to me. I just know you drove it there.
I told you everything that happened.
Well, now you didn't. You didn't. I mean, and there's a lot of stuff to talk about in between all the things that you have talked to us about. Okay. So you drive your girlfriend's car with two people.
What am I missing then?
That's what I'm trying to tell you, Jameson. Who was you with? You got a circle of friends. It ain't no secret. You ain't putting those dudes in no kind of jackpot. They might even be able to vouch for part of your version. Because, see, here's the thing. Alibis got to be checked out. You know what I'm saying? So that means I got to talk to people you was with. You know, be like, oh, how was Dre when you was with him? Oh, he was fine. Oh, we did this. Oh, good. That's what he said y'all did. Oh, good. You know? So that's why I'm trying to figure it out. So who was you with? Were you by yourself?
It was a long day that day.
Okay, well, break it down for me. I got nothing but time.
I don't want to say no, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to say no, you know what I'm saying, the wrong thing to you. I don't know, like.
The truth will set you free, bro. I know people say that's tried and that's old and that's fucking stupid, but that's the way it is. The easiest thing to remember is the truth because it is what it is. Bullshit and lies is like, fuck, what did I say? How is this gonna come back on me? That's when people start slipping. You know what I mean? So you rode up there with two dudes that you don't want to tell me their name. Because I don't believe you don't remember it. I mean, because you would know who you rolled with.
I can't even say, like, two dudes. Like, I was moving around, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know when I stopped, you know what I'm saying?
So right before dark, you pull in there.
I don't know, listen.
And then you just happen upon Markwell outside, or you call him or text him?
I seen a couple people around, you know what I'm saying, all day that day.
So did you call him or text him, or did you just bump into him?
I'm finished talking to Detective.
What's that?
I'm finished talking.
What for? We ain't got nothing worked out, bro.
It was like you gave me a headache because I told you I was like, it wasn't like I just came to meet Markwell or I came.
That's what I'm trying to understand.
I was out there bullshit. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I should never have been out there.
Oh, well, that's probably true. That's probably true. But I'm just trying to get inside, how this all played out. So you and Markwell, you don't want to talk about how y'all come to be, but y'all happen to be outside talking.
I told you everything, but like some things I don't know.
Okay.
You know, some things I don't want to say that. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, I drove up with two people.
No, you said that.
I don't remember. Like they had people in the car, but I don't remember like if, you know what I'm saying. I had people in the car.
Andre, think of this though. Here's the bottom line.
That it was a long day.
I guess the issues that we're coming up on is that, all right, we had this conversation about how everything started. You rolled up, you and McCall was outside smoking and drinking. Everything was cool. We went inside to be safe, whatever, go inside the house, and then all this shit jumped off. Well, not only until we say something about the car, do you now add to the fact that, oh yeah, I did drive there. Cars parked. Like what? I'm saying the car is parked like 10 feet from where you guys were supposedly smoking and drinking. I think it would be a valid point. So we want to know about all the other those little details, those little minute details are the things that we're talking about that need to be included. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I said, it's the voids that are making things look.
I don't know why I even parked that. I don't know like. Let me see.
How long have you had that car?
A couple hours.
A couple of hours? You just got it that day?
Yeah.
Okay. Where'd you get it from? Her house?
Yeah, she was down here, and she was at my mom's house. She's chilling, so I've been had it. But she was down here.
All right, down in Bellevue. Okay.
So you take the car, you drive it down here.
I was driving around like I've been here and there, like I went to Sacramento. You know what I'm saying? I went to a couple other places. I was just driving around. You know what I'm saying? I was drunk and high, you know what I'm saying? Driving around. You know what I'm saying? I was drunk and high driving around. Listening to music.
How you get when you drunk and high? I know how I am. I'm a chill dude. I might fall asleep on you. You one of the rah-rah cats that just kind of get a little hype or what?
Hype, you know, something.
I'm just trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Are you up here? You one of them dudes like, yo, don't be around Andre when he get right up here because once he mad high, he want to fight everybody.
Nah, hell no.
How you when you in it like that?
Well, sometimes yeah, well not this time I wasn't mad. You know?
The police are now going to mention how they question his girlfriend or his girl that he's seeing at the time. They're going to say to him, "You're the man. We talked to her. She didn't rat you out. She's loyal to you." And they're going to try and make it playful and watch how he just completely ignores it and just continues on as he's slowly starting to realize how severe and serious this is.
A couple months.
A couple months ago? When was that?
Like I didn't know her for more than a year. I don't even know what mine met. You know what I'm saying? Like,
she's pretty true to you.
What she said?
She's pretty loyal to you, that's all. She didn't say shit.
Put that thing on the dog. Yeah, I don't know.
That's my man, that's all I'm saying. So,
you know what I'm saying? She be giving me a headache, she be making me mad, you know what I'm saying?
That's a woman, bro.
Yeah, ain't no way around that. Good, bad, or different.
She nice and everything, you know what I'm saying? I asked her for some money, she probably give me a headache, but I don't really ask for too much money, you know what I'm saying? All I just needed the car.
Shit, it's a 2015 Camry. I don't even have a car that nice. Why would people be saying you had a gun? Let's just go ahead and jump on that.
Nobody can say I did have a gun.
You sure about that?
I'm positive about that.
And why are you positive about that?
Because I didn't have a gun.
You know we searched that car, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know all the shit that's in that car?
I don't know what's everything in the car.
You know who owns a gun?
Mm-hmm.
Your girl.
She had a gun in there?
She owns a gun. And if I'm trying to find that gun, what do you think?
Or was it?
Obviously, I'm going to tell you straight up.
You didn't find no gun.
There's no gun in the car. So where that gun at? You the dude that drives that car. That car is being used to drive that gun around.
Man, look, I heard a lot of people ran in my car. I don't know what. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know she had a gun in the car. I heard a lot of people ran through the car, took my clothes on. You know what I'm saying? Clothes. That's what they say. That's what they say.
Who's this they?
I don't know.
You don't know a lot of that. You don't know a lot of people.
I don't.
But you're hearing a whole lot.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Nobody not telling me. You know what I'm saying?
So check this out.
They say I heard people just
All
like I'm telling you.
Check this out, Dre. I'm going to tell you straight up. The technology that's out there today, we can tell who shot a gun and who did. Alright? We can tell how far away a person was from a gun when they were shot. Okay? We can tell if we know the gun that existed, we can look at that and the evidence that was found at the scene, and we can match those guns up with those shell cases.
I ain't have no gun. I ain't even shoot nobody. I'm trying to tell you. I'm not worried about it.
So you didn't do it, but that test come back positive. Well, how's that work? You didn't shoot a gun. I don't know. Did you shoot a gun before that
I
night?
ain't shoot nobody. I'm not telling you that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't shoot nobody.
Did you shoot a gun that night? Because something happened, popped that test positive.
So your DNA shouldn't come back. Your DNA or your fingerprint shouldn't come back on nothing.
And some other dude's fingerprint should come back on the fucking door leaving. Right?
I mean, according to you, that's what we're trying to put together. You know what I'm saying?
I did run out the front door. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if the door was even all the way, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything happened so fast, man.
And we've seen the blood on the front door. I'm sure that's going to come back to you.
Was it my blood?
I'm sure it will.
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, you're the only one that was shot to get moved. Nobody else can move.
And who else ran out the front door?
That's what I'm saying. Was somebody else shot, run out?
Where the shooter run out at? The front door or the back door?
Well, obviously the front door, based on what the investigation showing.
Why people telling me the back door?
I don't know. Why do you think?
I don't know. I ran, you know what I'm saying? He probably could have ran behind me and kept on shooting me.
But he did.
But he didn't. He probably ran a different way. I don't know.
That's tight quarters, man. Real tight. They're not much bigger in this room where all the shooting went down. A bunch of shell cases.
How many?
Fucking bunch. I don't know exactly how many because I don't want to tell you the wrong number. But a lot. A lot. Well, you shot twice. Were you shot one time or twice?
Twice.
How many gunshots did you hear?
I heard, you know what I'm saying? I heard a lot. I don't know how many gunshots I heard before, you know what I'm saying, I even got away. I don't know how many gunshots I heard even after I even got away. I don't know how many gunshots, period.
How close were you to your boy, Mikel? How close were you to him when you got shot?
I don't know where he was at.
So it's likely enough to say.
Don't give me the line.
I'm trying to understand the distance. That's all. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not even worried about Marquell. I'm not even looking for him. You know what I'm saying? I'm worried about this guy. You know what I'm saying? Getting away.
Right, but I think I remember if I bumped him or anything, or if you saw where Mikel jetted to, maybe you gonna jet that same way.
I'm looking.
You looking where?
Behind me, this is the guy that just pushed me.
All right, so you're looking behind you. That the guy that's just shooting, that just pushed you, and then the shot's coming from that direction, but somehow you're able to run back that direction
Trying
and
to
get out.
past him. Yeah, I had to get past him. Yeah.
So stand up and face that wall. I'm gonna try to get this straight. All right, stand up and face the wall. All right, so pretend that's the doorway, right? All right, that's the doorway. Face the wall.
So you facing the door.
Yeah. All right, so that's the door. So you walking in, and some dude's up on you, right? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know. It happened so fast, man. Don't give me a line.
No, I'm not giving you a line. I'm trying to understand.
Don't give me a line.
How did it happen that you got shot where you at? Did you fall down? He started shooting. Were you tussling? He started shooting.
It happened so fast. Like you act like you was there for a long time and everything. You know what I'm saying? Kicked off.
Yeah, but every split second thing that I've been stabbed growing up in Philly. When I got stabbed, it was very quick. All right, I'm scuffling with the dude. The only thing I remember is a dude came up on me. I remember doing this, putting my hand down, getting cut on my hand, getting caught on my leg, and turning away. That's the things I remember.
All I remember doing is running, trying to get away, got away. That's all I remember.
Yeah, but you got to remember those surroundings. You got to remember those surroundings. Your boy Moko, or what's his name, Momo? What's the other dude's name? Mick. How far is he? You know, as far as his reach.
I don't know.
So check this out.
I'm trying to tell you.
Check this out. Oh, roll your arm like this. All right. So to get shot like this,
I don't know which way I got shot from.
I can tell you that way. All right, so that big hole with all that kind of like nasty, angry looking stuff around it, that's where that shit went in. And that went in close. So he's up inside of your space.
Yeah.
To do that.
I guess so.
I mean, like up in your grill to do that. That's not a like reach over or, you know what I mean? Your arm has to be exposed to him to get to.
I guess so.
So that's up close and personal. That's crazy tussling right there.
It wasn't.
All right.
I don't know. I really happened so fast.
Were you tussling with Markwell?
Nah, I don't know where Markwell was even at.
So it's enough to say that you weren't physically in contact with Moko.
No, I wasn't.
So there'd be no reason that your blood is on Moko.
There should be no reason.
Or your DNA, because we scraped his fingernails and did all that hand swabs
It shouldn't be
and everything.
Yeah,
So if your DNA is on him or your blood's on him, then what you telling us is a lie. Then is that what you're saying?
I don't know how I got on there. It shouldn't be though. I don't know. I don't know. Don't give me the line.
I ain't giving you no fucking lie. I'm talking to you straight.
Yeah,
I'm not bullshitting you. I'm not trying to trick you. I'm talking to you like a man. Because I can tell you, Dre, I'm not going to fucking disrespect you. My partner's not going to. You know, I'm just telling you straight. I'm not here to trick you. We're here to talk to you and try to work through this and figure it out. I got a book full of shit right there that I'm trying to sort out from your perspective. Okay? Because without you shedding light on it for me in such a way, with a counter explanation to what's in that book, all I can present to the prosecutor is the stuff that's landed you in that seat right now. Because what you telling me, without your willingness to fill in all these gaps and to help try to explain some of this
stuff. I
stuff.
ain't filling no gaps since I've been here?
No.
That's
You
crazy.
filled in a couple, but after you were given information.
I don't know.
And we knew you was there, so, I mean, we already knew you was there. And that was, we knew. Your blood's there leaving. We know that's going to come back.
I got shot.
All right. So there's an explanation to that.
I don't know what to tell y'all. I didn't shoot myself.
It can happen. Happen easy.
Surely.
Tussling around with a gun? Shit, I'm surprised that doesn't happen more often. Go hands on with somebody with a gun in one hand and trying to manhandle somebody with the other hand. That's easy to shoot yourself by accident.
What you're about to see now, we're going to move on to an absolute masterclass by the police. They are going to break down everything that happened. They're going to break it in his head. This is what we know, and this is how we know it. He's going to sit there and he's just going to listen and watch his face just become like a puppy because he knows there's no way out of it now.
Can't change it. It is what it is. It's material.
Here's the bad thing. Here's the bad thing about stuff like this, Andre. See, people got these natural things that are programmed into their mind, right? You know, you see something on the news and it's like subject wanted for stealing this shit or beating up a cop or beating an old lady, and that's all you know about it. And people's instant reaction, because all they know is what they just heard is, "Oh, that dude's a piece of shit.
Yeah,
The police need to get this motherfucker."
Yeah.
You know, that's what people do.
That's what they doing right there.
So this is why it's important for us to get something from you that can make some sense. Because don't go into this with something that makes so little sense that people will just be like, "Oh man, that dude's evil. He did all this shit with a bunch of malice and mean intent, and now he's telling some bullshit." You know what I mean? There's always two sides of something. You got to tell your side, like with the truth. You know what I mean? I understand
Yeah, I'm pretty
that
sure
you're scared.
everybody got their own stories.
Right?
I'm pretty sure.
But I don't care about that. I care about talking to you right now. I don't care what the streets are saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The days of chasing and trying to find it, those are done. We're on the next step, bro. Now this is your chance to have your say or not. And what you're telling me, it just don't fit with the evidence. And you know, saying something like that actually is worse than not saying nothing at all. Because not saying nothing at all, people can be like, "Oh, that dude's bad, and you don't fuck with that dude. He's bad. They hear you telling some story that don't make no damn sense. And they're like, "Man, that dude's bad, and he's a damn liar." You know what I mean? You said yourself, "I don't want to lie. I don't want to lie to y'all. And I don't want you to either. But don't insult us and what we do. And this is the way we make our living. Don't insult us by telling us something that you know ain't so. Just saying it don't make it so, bro."
Like I'm saying with that, fold these deck of cards up and get your new hand. Let's figure out what's going on. What's the next step in the game? If you gonna go in with that bum hand, all right. That's where you'll be left at. And do understand, the sympathetic ear will not be there later. Okay, we're probably the most impartial you'll get, because it doesn't affect us. School sometimes to help them understand what I do, and I say it to them as simple as this: I'm a puzzle builder. That's it. I find little pieces of puzzles all over the place, and I lay them out. And the great thing about puzzles is one piece of the puzzle will always fit to the proper next piece of the puzzle, and I'm putting this puzzle together. Well, I've seen what I do, and I say it to them as simple as this: I'm a puzzle builder. That's it. I find little pieces of puzzles all over the place, and I lay them out. And the great thing about puzzles is one piece of the puzzle will always fit to the proper next piece of the puzzle, and I'm putting this puzzle together. Well, I've seen what Detective Henson has. He's got 90-95% of the puzzle, and you can see, I can always tell, oh shit, that's the Eiffel Tower. Oh, look at that, there's the French dude's on the bike. You can tell what the picture is, but then there's this void right here where the pieces are missing. Another way he's going to get these pieces of puzzle are from you. Now, the pieces you're giving me come from a totally different puzzle and don't even fit. They don't fit at all. So when it's all said and done, what will be left for that judge, jury, or anybody else who's left to judge you? It won't be us. Do understand that. It won't be us. They're going to look at this and they're going to go, shit, that's that. This is that. But what is this shit? What is this, detective? I'll go, these are Mr. Wilkins' part. They're his pieces that he gave us. Well, them shits don't go with that puzzle. And I'll go, hey, sir, I'm just giving you the puzzles I collected, and these are the ones that he gave me. And that's it. That's how impartial we are. You get that, right? I have no ill will towards you. We don't understand what made things happen the way that they did, because that piece isn't there.
I would appreciate that better. You would be like, oh, you know what I'm saying?
But I can't say. Well, we're going to say that we don't know what got it to the point that it did, but we do still have this part of the puzzle already complete. You get what I'm saying? It's not going to change. It's already complete and everything fits. That's how you got to where you are. Now, when we're rounding the corner, we're trying to get that last 10% to see what's going on, because there may be some sort of reason that all this thing happened the way it did that needs to be heard. And when they hear it later on, they feel different about it. You know that. You know they're going to feel different about it when they feel it later on, when they go, well, hell, you know what? We're left to judge all this, and all this stuff fits. All this fits. Except for his shit. What's up with that? And they're going to be left, even if they don't have any feelings about you, they're going to be left to go, look, I got to go with the 90% of the puzzle. I don't know what the Candyland puzzle piece of shit he got there, but they don't fit. It's obvious they don't fit. So we have to decide that this is Eiffel Tower and that this is this. And they go from there. You want that? I mean, you want to not have your pieces on the table that fit? Because I am telling you from the way things go, and this is a 2,000 piece fit. Okay, a 2,000 piece puzzle, very little pieces, all going together. Those are the harder puzzles. These aren't just 10 little pieces. No, this is 2,000, and they're all going together. And when it's all left to see how long that puzzle took to build and how pretty it is and how it fits, when it's left for you, you want to be able to tell them, listen, all right, check this. Here's what's going on. But if you do that on the fourth quarter, the game's already going to be over. There's no way to come back. There's no way to gain ground. This is your pathetic ear. This is that ear that's going to be able to listen to you. Because then when it's all said and done, even if you came in here and said, all right, look, I did it. I was this. I was that. I didn't mean to. Shit just happened. It's not going to change how we feel about you. You are still going to be where you are. And all we're going to do is still be collectors of those pieces. And we're going to turn them all in. But what's going to be allowed to be seen from day one, from this day on, is that you came clean, you were up front, and here's the whole picture. And let somebody else decide if all that shit was supposed to be the way it was. I hear you saying that. But the puzzle says different. And I'm not even a collector of pieces. You feel me? I've just been allowed to see these pieces put together. And I've looked at a lot of puzzles in the 20 years I've been a cop. When this puzzle goes before a judge, there's going to be issues that you need to explain, and it's not going to be explained by the stories that you just told us today. Those little pieces that you gave us don't fit. Okay? They sort of fit. Yeah, I was in the area. Yeah, I got shot. These are factual things that can't be changed. You are correct. Now, then they'll go, well, why didn't he say anything about the car until y'all said something about it? Well, Judge, we don't know. We're not left to make it something. Well, when we asked about how you got there and everything else like that, or how long you've been there, all these factors are things that we want to know. We said, tell us everything. These are the things that's going to come out in the end. You feel me? You feel what I'm saying? Like I said, we got no personal thoughts about the whole thing. All we're allowed to do is look at the way that things are and understand that 1, 2, 3, 4, they're all in order. They all go where they belong. It's like almost being a scientist. But I know if I put this oil in this water, it's not going to mix.
I understand that.
Yeah, you see where we are.
I won't be finished all this.
All right.
Well, look, I just want to leave you with this. I've been sitting here talking to you for a little hour now. Talked to you that night. I never once, in my encounters with you, I know it's just twice, I never once thought, this is a cold, calculating, evil motherfucker. You know, you seem like a decent person. Alright? So, just want to make sure if there's any chance for you to try to explain to people that you aren't that person. And you're a good person. Because here's the thing. Good people make mistakes. And there's all kinds of mistakes. Some mistakes are little and don't fucking matter. And some mistakes, motherfucking mushroom cloud out of control. And once that happens, we can't, it happens, and the only way to fix it is to man up and be like, look, this is the bullshit that caused this to go down. And I know it's fucking crazy, and I don't even know how that went from A to Z before I could turn around, but this shit went down, and I fucking panicked, and this is my friend. I don't even know what the fuck started this off. Looking back, we was a little fucked up, and shit just went crazy. I'm not some dude that was like, I want to take this motherfucker out, and that motherfucker out, and I'm going to roll the fuck over there, and I'm going to fucking gun him down. Like, I don't believe that's what happened. You know what I mean? For a second. Don't believe that's what happened. I'm sure the people that know and love you never see you doing anything like that. But Craig and I growing up, and even to this day, we still get ourselves in situations where we might make mistakes. Now, we're older than you, and we've had a lot of mistakes in our past. We try to learn from that shit. But it's easy as a young man, you know, fucking testosterone, some fucking booze, and a little bit of dope for emotions to go fucking haywire, for shit to get out of hand. And you know, it sucks in this situation because there was a gun involved. You know, back in the day when you was a little younger, maybe 8 years younger, you probably would have just been an ass whooping in a stairwell. You know what I mean? Somebody would have just got beat. You know, but unfortunately, there's a gun in play, and motherfucking bullet don't have a conscience, dude. A bullet don't give a fuck about nobody. Bullet just want to go.
That's it.
You know, and it don't care. And once it goes, you can't stop it. You know what I mean? And it's there, and all we're left is the aftermath. Don't let this happen where people can only think the worst about you, because I don't believe for a second that you're that person. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. There's got to be something more. Don't let this be. Don't let that book that's there right now, don't let that be what talks for you. Be the man that talks for yourself. Because if you don't, the evidence is going to talk. And the evidence is like a bullet. It ain't got no damn conscience neither.
It just wants to go.
It is what it is. You know? And prosecutors are the people that jump up and down and talk about, you know, he did this, and he's a bad person, this and that. And that ain't us. We just filled the fucking book up. That's the book. The book is the Bible for what went down. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta put the emotion, you gotta put it in there, man. Nobody thinks for a second that you like Hannibal Lecter and fucking mastermind some fucking crazy shit, try to wipe somebody out. Nobody thinks that. You know what I'm saying?
It feels like it though.
Well, it might feel like it, but you ain't hearing that from us.
Yeah.
People gonna talk. People are fucking ignorant. They're gonna say all kinds of dumb shit. People don't even know what they don't know. You know what I'm saying? But we're in here talking.
I was standing at somebody's house one day, and then the girl boyfriend gonna say, "You gotta hold Dre, don't kill you and your kids while you sleep." You know what I'm saying? Like, why? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that shit crazy. I swear to God.
Yeah.
Like, you know
don't let that be the rep you got, man. Don't let that be.
There's
a lot of motherfuckers out on Richmond Highway that have made fucking mistakes and come back from it. A lot of them. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
A lot of people. But if you want consideration, man, you can't. You gotta put this out there. You know what I'm saying? In a way that people can go, shit, man, I can see how that fucking went. Or Craig and I would be like, damn, I remember I was in a situation like that. It didn't go this way, but it damn sure could have. You know? Because it don't take but a second for shit to go bad. And once shit starts going bad, it's got a life of its own, bro.
You can't let me smoke a cigarette, could you?
I ain't got no goddamn cigarette.
I have one in my property. I have one in my mouth. I was about to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, is that old bent up joint they found?
I had a pack in my pocket.
I don't know. I had to ask, man. They got all these stupid fucking rules about smoking cigarettes and shit. You know, if we went outside, you'd have to be cuffed and shit. You'd be smoking crazy, man. You might be too goddamn fast to take outside, bro.
I'm not running nowhere. I promise.
I can tell you who don't run. Me. I got my Sunday school shoes on.
I'm not going nowhere.
I gotta talk to my boss about that because that's beyond my like level of authorization. You know what I'm saying? I gotta talk to somebody because this ain't my house. We borrow in this station. We work up at headquarters. Normally we talk to everybody up there, but because you was here, we're like, shit, we all down here. We're gonna come talk here. Okay? So it ain't my house. I have to ask about that. Let's see what we do. So you think we might be able to make some progress or what, man? Because I don't want you to leave this on the table the way it is.
Some people already know it wasn't me. Some people already know. People already know. I'm trying to tell you, people know it wasn't me. Okay, well, I got people out there that just want me locked up or wish I was dead.
But why? That's what I mean. Dude, we was almost there, man.
Don't ask me,
We was almost ready to
please
talk.
don't ask me that, because you know
We was
what I'm saying?
almost
I told
there
you
and
one
ready to
reason.
talk.
I said one reason because you know what I'm saying. They heard I put my hands on people. I did, you know what I'm saying, before. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, there's a lot of people put their hands on people,
But
man.
that's what I read on. You know, that's what I read. You know what I'm saying? Doing the comments. You know what I'm saying? I hope they throw them. You know what I'm saying? I hope we drop the soup every day.
I don't know too many men who
You know what I'm
would
saying? He
truly
should have died.
look at it. I can tell you straight. I don't know too many men who would take some dude's
How he get away? Nobody else
domestic
did it?
situation and hold that against him to this type of level, unless maybe that's their fucking daddy or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
That seems a little extreme for just hitting women.
That does. I mean,
Seems
if that was the
really-
case, there'd be a
seems
lot
really
of
extreme.
dead
Just hitting
motherfuckers out here on the street.
So,
That's what I read. That's what.
look, I'm gonna give you a bit. I'm
Yeah.
gonna check on that jack and
Alright.
see what's going on.
I'm gonna hook you up, man.
We'll
Do the
see.
thing here.
We'll be back at you, but
Alright. So, really want to talk to you. Ain't no bullshit, no tricks, no nothing. Trying to find out what the fuck went down. Because shit went down quick and it went down wrong.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? So, we want to find out what all went down. Because that might mean the difference in an interpretation of the facts and the evidence to not be something so terrible and so bad. You know what I'm saying? That makes sense to you? So, break it down for us. What went down that night?
I can tell you it could be for different reasons. I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? But I heard, I don't know. His mom sold somebody some bad dope, or they sold somebody some bad dope. I don't know.
when you say bad dope, what you mean?
Fake.
Just straight bullshit.
I heard. That's what I'm saying. Fake. I don't know. I'm guessing fake.
Well, let's ask the question. Did you get ripped off by anybody in that house? Did some of your friends get ripped off by somebody in that house and they said, hey, can you go straighten it out?
I don't know who's in the house.
Well, why would you want to go to Marquel's apartment?
I could have went to anybody's house.
Right? But why'd you go to that place?
I guess I shouldn't have went.
So what was going on that got you there?
I was just out there. I was out there bullshit.
So you and Markwell are outside. There comes a time where y'all go inside. Does he say anything to you before he goes inside? Does he threaten you or anything like that?
Let's go in the house.
Okay. Was y'all supposed to do any kind of dealings?
So when y'all got to the house, did y'all just turn the knob and walk in, or did you knock on the door and somebody answered?
He walked in. Yeah. The door was already unlocked. He unlocked it up.
Okay. Well, it's his place, so that makes sense. So what happens? He goes in first. Does he go in walking through the door normal? Is he backing in through the door talking to you? How's it going?
It was normal.
No. So he's walking in, you're walking straight in behind him. So when did y'all go hands on?
Everything happened so fast.
I know you and Marco started tussling. So what happened?
I never tussled with Marco. I ain't even see Marco tussle with nobody.
Alright, where's Mick when you come home in?
I ain't seen McMahon.
You never saw him.
Never seen McMahon.
You ever talked to him?
Everything happened so fast.
He ever say anything to you?
Never said anything. Never seen him.
You ever hear anybody screaming and shouting?
It happened so fast. I try to get up out of there. I'm trying to tell you, like, I probably, you know what I'm saying. I really don't know everything that happened inside the house.
What caused you to come back in there the second time?
I ain't never come back. Why would I come back inside there?
I don't know. question.
Shit, it wasn't me.
You going with the shaggy defense?
It wasn't me.
All right.
Y'all looking at the wrong person.
Look, man.
Your boy's house you were at today. If we went back and look, what we gonna find there? Nothing.
Nothing, that's mine.
Nothing that's yours.
Well, what are we gonna find then?
Find nothing.
What's there that you don't want us to see? 'Cause there's gotta be something you didn't want us to see. We're writing a search warrant for it. It's getting signed right now. We're doing a search warrant on that place. Okay. I'm hoping the gun's in there, bro. Because if it's in there, then I know can't nobody get hurt with it. You know what I'm saying? So is the gun up in that joint?
I don't have no gun in there.
Okay. Is there a gun up in there?
Not that I know of. Like, I don't know. I don't know.
Alright. I thought we was making some headway, man.
Don't give me the line.
No, there's no line, man. I thought we was making some
Not
headway,
that I
bro.
know of that's in there.
You think there's some gun of Jameson's up in that joint? I know y'all tight, but I seriously doubt if there's a gun in there. Jameson gonna want to eat some gun. You know, he already done his time on the jump. You've been, you know, things have worked out in your favor for a while now. You know, some shit's been brewing and nothing's ever come to pass. But this is the day that the shit's come to pass. This is not the way things have been in the past for you. This is the day right here. You know what I'm saying? You talking to the big boys. You know what I'm saying? Don't let this case go to that prosecutor's table with nothing to say. Because that's all you hadn't had nothing to say, really. I mean, we talked, but you had nothing to say. Okay? We'll find that gun. If it ain't in that house, somebody gonna turn it in. Because somebody gonna get scared. Okay? And that gun's gonna come back. And it's gonna come back to you. You having access to it. It's gonna come back to people going, oh, I seen him with that. It's gonna come back to a whole lot of stuff. And you're gonna be sitting in the room going, fuck. How come I didn't take that chance? My chance. To put my personal spin on this. 2 shots to every story. You know what I mean? I ain't saying Marquell's not a nice dude. And I ain't saying fucking Mick ain't a nice dude. I'm just saying, fuck, you get men together and shit can happen. So I don't want you sitting there with everybody going, man, these dudes was saints, sorry. These dudes are saints and this dude's the big bad wolf. You know? I know Marquell lived that life, you know, that rap video life, and you know, sometimes people say shit on videos trying to make themselves up, and sometimes they put people down. I ain't saying that's what happened. I don't know, but I have seen that happen. You know?
I'm saying.
I mean, there's some talk on the streets that you got a reputation of a man not to be fucked with. You know? And even though I say we don't pay, you know, we don't base everything we do off the streets, there's usually some nugget of truth. You know what I mean? Somewhere along the line, somebody realized, don't be fucking with Drake.
Yeah, I mean, I do fight, you know what I'm saying? I do fight.
I mean,
but, you know what I'm saying? I don't want every
you
fight.
flying the flags, you know what I mean? You gotta be able to back it up.
I do lose and I do win, you know what I'm saying?
That's what happens every time. Can't hit a home run if you don't step up, you know?
Well, I ain't never, you know what I'm saying, really heard of that. Like, everybody out there is scared of me, but it's after this situation. Like, even somebody, like, even when I was, like, when I was a little kid, it's like,
Well, you been known to associate with a firearm.
What really got me mad was when I read that text message. You know what I told you about? Like, how you gonna say that? I'm surprised y'all ain't heard about that. about them, like, and they're gonna call the detectives and call them and tell them that, and you know what I'm saying? They really gonna.
But we just can't go off some rogue dude's word. Can't do that.
We vetted, bro.
It's got to go further than that. It's got to make sense. It's got to fit that puzzle I talked to you about, right? They give me a big ass broken piece that don't fit nothing. I'm gonna be like, yo, you ain't about nothing, you know. So we're gonna vet it and make sure it is what it is.
Same with what you tell us. It's either got to fit, and if it fits, we gotta prove that shit fits. Not just, oh yeah, that sticks in that hole. You know, that's why I ask you those things you don't want to talk about. You don't want to talk about who was with you in the car. You don't want to talk about what was going on. You know what I mean? We can't even talk about what's in between the pieces here. I can't even try to make that piece fit because you ain't giving me nothing to make it fit.
Everything happens so fast.
I get it. It happened fast for other people
I don't
too.
think you ever understand.
Man, I do understand.
Probably was there. You know what I'm saying?
No, I've been, like I said, I've been in some hot situations. Best believe. Been in some hot situations. I got friends dead today. I ain't bullshitting. I'm from Philly. This ain't shit compared to where I'm from.
Yeah, well, I'm probation officer from Philly.
Yeah.
Solomon Mills.
Yeah, and this ain't.
He sounds like a dude from the islands.
Yeah,
Probably your neighborhood.
This ain't shit compared to Philly. You know what I mean? Where we've had more murders in 1 year than we've had days in a year. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, I've been through it. I've had friends killed right in front of me. But in times of stress, people do different things.
I ain't seen nobody die.
You live. Make you think before you pull the trigger. Now you know what it's like. You live. You know. Well, he got to experience all that pain. He didn't get the chance to recover.
Where he get shot at?
He got shot all over, man. All over. Mick shot. He all busted up.
Who made Mick get shot at?
I ain't gonna tell you. There's just some things I ain't gonna tell you. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna give you every piece. You know?
Different if we were having a conversation.
That's right. If you tell me about how shit flew on the bad side and couldn't be fixed for us too fucking late, we could talk about it. Because then we're talking about specific stuff.
Yeah, 'cause I heard he got shot in the leg too.
You hearing a lot of stuff. Anybody else there with you that night to get back up your side of this?
Not during that time. Marquell, that's the only person.
You know, somebody took that chance away from him. So the book's gonna speak for Marquell. The investigation gonna speak for him. Like I told you before, you can't let it speak for you too. Because the things it had to say,
That's why I spoke for myself.
the things that book's gonna say, it ain't gonna have sympathy and empathy. It's just gonna be over our facts. Only you can give it that angle. That's it. You're gonna look back on this day. You're gonna regret you didn't take that chance. I'm telling you. You're gonna regret it.
Why?
Because without that chance, you try to salvage what you can in this situation,
I ain't shooting.
your world's gonna come crashing down on you. And you're gonna have a long time to think about it. Because you ain't giving nothing. Just gonna help you whatsoever.
Everything happened so fast.
I feel you. But everything happened so fast could be the first line to you telling us what really went down. It doesn't have to be the opening line to what you telling us, what you think you can tell us to try to fit with the fact that you're shot. You know? You don't think everybody you talk to about this thing went down ain't gonna come out of the woodwork once they know you go up the street? People be looking for an angle. People be looking for some money. People becoming one of your best boys. Shit, I ain't gonna have that. Fuck it. That's his fucking anchor to drag, not mine. Dre told me this. Dre did that. This over here, this over there. I took him here, I took him there. He said this, he said that. Once you're off the streets, forget about friends, man. It's all about them. They gonna want to stay on the other side of this. Because this train, once it gets moving, it's gonna be fucking ugly, dude. You know what I'm saying? You can either get off to the goddamn tracks and get on it, or get the fucking run over. Straight up. You know? Don't get run over, man. You get on it. It's simple. I'm telling you right now, you will fucking feel better in your heart. Get this shit off your chest, man. Don't just holding that shit in. You're gonna be in a bad spot, and you just will be weighed down by this shit. You know. At least lay it out. Give us something. You know, a beef, anything, a scuffle, not meaning to happen. I don't know, whatever. They threatened me. I didn't know what to do, and shit just went bad. I mean, I was looking for some cash, and I wasn't expecting to struggle, and it was an accident, and then it got out of hand. I don't know. You ain't give me nothing. This whole random fourth person come up and blasted me, but I got away, and everybody else got hosed down, couldn't even move. The evidence ain't gonna show no fourth cat. You the one with the gunpowder on your hands. You know what I'm saying? We got you close. We're gonna know how far away the shot was that went through your sleeve. We're gonna know how far away the shot was that went through all of Markwell's clothes. All of Mick's clothes. We're gonna know. We got pictures of the scene. We got everything documented. We're gonna be able to tell the dude was standing here when these shots was fired, because the casings is one through whatever's over here. Then there's some here. Then there's some here. There's a round on the wall. There's a round here. There's a round there. There's a round down there. This many bullets was taken from Markwell. This many bullets was taken from Mick. We're gonna swab bullets. They got blood on them. Be like, this bullet went in motherfucking Dre. This bullet went in fucking Mick. This bullet went in motherfucking Markwell. And all this shit is gonna have a little point of origin. And it's gonna be the shooter. Them points gonna be pointing at you, bro.
I ain't shooting nobody.
I'm just telling you. The evidence is what the evidence is. That's what it's gonna show. So if you can't give us something that shows us you're not some cold, heartless, calculating, ruthless ass motherfucker coming in there gunning people down, that's what it's gonna look like. You know, people come in there and be like, nope, not a word was said. It was just over and over again till it's done.
That's exactly what it basically was.
At least you can agree to that.
Huh?
I said at least you can agree to that.
From what I know of, yeah. That's how I'm taking it. Or we had a problem with somebody, you know what I'm saying? I don't.
Bro, you got any like mental health problems? You ain't got no like second, third fucking personality bullshit, nothing like that, right? You never been committed to a mental hospital, no crazy shit, right? Alright. You remember what happened that night, right? So you wasn't blacked the fuck out, because you said...
I can't tell you, I don't remember everything.
Well, you remember being outside, you remember walking in, you remember there's some random dude, you remember Markwell goes in the door, you remember you go in the door, then all of a sudden, kaboom, somebody's in there and on you and holding you down, and you run out and you go to your Aunt Cleo's, and you go this route to go to Aunt Cleo's house, she takes you to the hospital, you pass out, they say take him to Fairfax, you go to Fairfax, we talk, we do some shit, you remember what the fuck went down, so... You know, this ain't no blackout defense. You feel me? This ain't no blackout defense thing.
I was still thinking about what happened.
Mm-hmm. I feel you.
I was still thinking about it.
I wish we'd have talked some more that night. You know, because maybe then you'd have been a little more inclined to give me what's
more,
what.
Probably more would have been probably clicking in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Probably wouldn't have been in the. I gotta try to watch it out. Probably would have been ready to talk a little bit better. A lot going on that night. 3 people shot. 1 dead. 1 not doing good. And 1 dude gets discharged. You got discharged.
They let me go. I didn't even think I was. I told them let me stay. They said no, you gotta leave.
Nah, you can't stay. You got to go. If you could go, you got to go.
They told me to leave. I gotta leave. I'm like, man, I'm still hurt. Like I feel like they didn't even do anything to me.
There's not much they could do but give you antibiotics and a bandage. I mean, you know, you hit nothing major. You know what I'm saying? You get crazy lucky. Craig, I get shot in the fucking pinky, we get goddamn infection and die. You feel me? So you got a lot of lucky things going your way. But I'm telling you,
I haven't heard about people getting shot in the head and still living.
I got a case just like that. Just like that. Dude still rolling around. But look here, man. The time's drawing near. I can stay with you all night. You know. We gotta go back up to the house. We're gonna search it. Okay. Yep. Yep. Take a wild guess what Brian's gonna be telling us if he knows anything. Brian gonna be, he call his ass Tweety Bird because he's gonna be telling it. Because he's gonna want us to get the fuck out of his house. You know what I'm saying? Brian's just the first to anybody else you had contact with. Your dad won't talk shit about you. But, you know, your mom either, but everybody else is going to. Everybody else is gonna let us know what went down. What was you worried about? Where was you at? What was you doing? What was you saying?
This is something that people just don't want to be tied up in.
Mm-hmm. They got to get out from under a homicide investigation, bro.
I don't want to be tied up in it either.
But you
sure
in it, dog.
But you're in it.
It is what it is. Mm-hmm. And like I say, you got 2 choices. Some goddamn remorse and let people know you're not an evil fucking person, or you just go down as an evil motherfucking killer. That's straight up as boiled down as I can make it for you. You know?
I ain't do nothing. I ain't kill nobody. Shoot nobody.
Brother Dyke, you earning that tattoo. No motherfucking fear, because you gonna be the man that you emulate with that tattoo walking around your arm. No fear, because you gonna be straight up dude in the big house doing big boy time. Because you're gonna eat it hard if you can't give us anything to show that you got some kind of soul and remorse in there. I know you got it. I know you're afraid right now. I get that shit. I never sat on the other side of the table. I'm gonna tell you I understand it all, but I get what you're feeling. But I'm telling you right now, I don't get paid a fucking penny more from getting every motherfucker in the world to tell me all the shit they ever done that went wrong than if they don't tell me jack shit. But right now, for you,
I've been talking to you. I ain't coming into that and I want to talk.
You know what, bro? I mean, you might as well. If you can't tell me something that's not so crazy off the wall that it don't even fit with the fucking picture.
I don't see how.
It's because you're not privileged to know what we know.
Dude, my kids believe in Bigfoot and shit. You know what I mean? And is that a possibility? Yeah, it might be. You know what I mean? But you're just giving us some junk, man. You're giving us some junk. I know you don't want to talk about it. Shit, I understand that.
But not talking about it don't make it go away.
That's right. It's there.
We talk about it though.
Now you talking around it. You talking about it. Because about it is some shit happened. You tussle with my quill. Your fucking gun was out.
I ain't never touched
That shit went off.
I ain't never.
Mick shot. Markwell shot and killed.
Mick
You shot, and you motherfucking run out.
You said Big Mick did what?
I said Mick was shot.
Oh. You said Big Mick shots.
That ain't the evidence. You tell me different, I'll listen to it. But the evidence is gonna have to show that.
I didn't see Big Mick. I didn't see Big Mick.
That bullet, see? Shit. Couple of them. Alright. I don't know. We're going in circles. So I'm gonna let you deal with the consequences. We're gonna do what we need to do. Alright. Probably have a dude come in there and take some pictures of you. Okay? Probably so. I don't see any reason why not to.
Why would you take pictures of me?
We'll document your condition. Make sure, people tell that we wasn't in here beating you with phone books and shit. Your tattoos, the injuries that you have that match up with the way you look.
Do I have to take pictures?
Well, we're gonna take pictures, yeah.
It's part of the process.
Yeah. If I gotta take anything off of your body,
do I have to take pictures?
Well, we're gonna take pictures, yeah.
It's part of the process.
Yeah. If I gotta take anything off of your body, like your skin cells or saliva or anything, I gotta write a search warrant or ask your permission. But there's certain things we can document with photographs, okay?
I had another question, but I forgot.
Yeah. But if you think of it.
Be around.
Yeah.
I'll see if I get another bottle of water.
Yep. So when you go down to the jail, you get a little phone account set up, and you can make phone calls on that account. You get like 5 free calls. Okay. After those run out, you got to put some money on there, or get somebody to put money on it for you. So you know how that works. But here's one thing that some people don't know. You want to talk to me? My desk phone, I can accept collect calls on my desk phone. Now, you know how the deal goes. We run the street, so we ain't always at our desk. But when you call, it leaves a message on there, inmate from so-and-so, you want to talk to me about it. All you got to do is call me. And next time I'm in my office, I'll come down here. Or if that, because I don't give a fuck. All you got to do is call me. And next time I'm in my office, I'll come down here. Or if that, because I don't give a fuck if you talk to me or not. You know what I mean? If you feel like you'd rather talk to Craig, fucking talk to Craig. You know what I'm saying? Craig, neither one of us if you talk to me or not. You know what I mean? If you feel like you'd rather talk to Craig, fucking talk to Craig. You know what I'm saying? Craig, neither one of us gonna shoot you full of shit or blow smoke up your ass. We're gonna talk to you straight. Treat you like a man, because that's what you are. You let them know you want to talk, and we come down there. We can talk to you there, or we bring you back to our office across the street and talk. So that's your decision. We won't be hassling you.
Nah.
You know what I mean? This is it. You probably won't see me again unless you ask me to come see you. Okay? Alright.
Alright, man.
We're gonna have some stuff to do, so we'll be leaving soon. And we'll probably be getting you on your way shortly. Okay? But we'll see if we can get you a bottle of water, alright?
Yeah, I can smoke one more cigarette.
That's gonna be tough.
Yeah, because we got to go do some stuff over at Brown's house, so.
Like real fat.
What's that?
Cigarette.
Yeah. What we did out there is something we probably shouldn't have even done.
We take care of you as much as we can, you know what I'm saying?
You know?
You've been straight laced,
Right.
you've been
Are y'all coming back?
yeah. We'll be around. So if you need us, not scream, somebody hear you if somebody's not in there. Alright?
Eventually, on July the 20th, 2016, Andre was sentenced to at least 70 years behind bars, 40 for the murder, 20 for malicious wounding, and 13 on weapons-related charges.